You might have misclicked on this video. Hold on, hear me out for one moment, please. Or you're a real one, or you're really confused. Either way, most people like me have a scrolling problem. I scroll everywhere, the toilet, the couch, before work, during work, after work. Maybe that's why I don't have a job anymore. Either way, with all that scrolling along with the greatest thumb war militia ever created, you can also garner a sickness called gratification syndrome that you very well might have. It makes you tired, aggressive, completely unmotivated in all things in life, and falling asleep depressed thinking about the million reasons people aren't watching your videos. Oh, just me? My fault. I've struggled with productivity issues for the longest time, so let me be the first step in you reclaiming your life. And by the way, just real quick, if I may, I don't usually do this, but I'm asking bluntly if y'all could like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff, so this has a very slim chance landing on the feed of that one girl at the Dunkin' Donuts that was scrolling on her phone when I ordered my egg and cheese croissant and maybe missed my bus. Thanks, y'all the best. Meditation. Alright, this one should be pretty easy to start. Just do nothing. Have a nice conversation with Avatar Roku. Nah, for real, meditation is pretty important, I'd say, because you're probably a busy person, or you have the feeling that you're busy. I'm sure way more than once you sat in bed thinking about how much more you wanted to get done today that you didn't, and yet you felt like you had absolutely no time to do anything. And if you're anything like me, you know I constantly work and distract myself on my phone every 5 seconds while I should be working, like the animatronics get a little quirky at night. And then when I'm sleeping, I'm chilling, I'm just laying in bed like, the parents aren't getting any younger. That was a really good egg and cheese croissant. So much information runs through your brain, give it a second to just take it all in and plan your next course of action. When you do that and you have a concise goal, you won't feel so attracted to your phone and doing all this stuff again. And then you can consciously loathe the circumstances of your choices. I probably shouldn't have financed that Hellcat before I paid my rent. Honestly, pick up a hobby. We live in a world where there's literally a million side quests and things you could be doing. And honestly, I think one of the biggest tells of a person and who they are is what they do in their free time. And you wouldn't even believe how refreshing it is sometimes to just try something new. Just try something that you might have found interesting on the internet or whatever. See if you like it. Me personally, I've picked up yo-yoing. Yeah, I'm trying to channel lightning through it like Killua, but I don't think it's working that well. I gotta learn something called like Godspeed or whatever. Yeah, I'll keep you updated. I also like draw a lot, which is a great hobby to actually do in public, you know, to make people believe that you're smart. Reading has the same effect in public, but I personally can't really get the magnificent storytelling of Moby Dick when some guy on the train is walking around pulling out his moldy True story, by the way, I was traumatized. It could literally be anything: painting, journaling, photography. Build up the stat spread of the person you are, and look down on others because they haven't read Hamlet. Work out. In the Bible, it says your body's the temple of God. And I don't know about you, but I don't like my temples covered in Diet Coke and cheesy bread. I want to have like chiseled Peruvian marble in there. You know what I'm talking about. But that translates to real life as, I don't know, like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and a 1-mile run. See, yonder time ago, I was a young and chubby boy. And let me tell you, it wasn't fun. Take social cues aside. Do you know the overwhelming amount of dread and tiredness you get from doing literally anything? You feel tubby, you feel your body falling apart, you feel nasty. And as you perspire profusely, hey, you like that little alliteration? You find the only thing that can really get you up to go move around and do stuff is the thought of more food, and that's just tragic. And I don't think 3,765 calories of McDonald's is getting offset by the trip to your car to go drive to McDonald's, contrary to popular belief. On top of that, you know, maybe cook for yourself, maybe make a little nice meal, maybe get a little chicken cutlet, put it on the stove, season it, put a little oil, a little garlic on there. I don't know how to cook. I'm reading this off of Google. So yeah, in like 10 to 15 minutes, it should be pretty good. At least that's what Chef Ramsay says. Physique can get you confidence, attraction, attention, everything you could ever want. It just helps benefit your life. It just takes a little discipline. And on top of that, when you're in the gym, you can make those fire workout edits you be seeing online all the time. Well, let's try to make one right now. Did I do it right? On top of all of that, you get to look down on others because you know what a skull crusher is. Now, let's be real with each other, because, you know, I would never lie to you. I don't want you to ever lie to me. You have some things to do, fam. Come on now, big bro. I know, I've procrastinated. I procrastinate regularly. But let me tell you, and this might be one of the most things I've ever said in my entire life, the thing that really gets you up and at 'em is the feeling of a good day's work. That you've accomplished things you set out to. Damn, my back hurts. You know, I'm pretty sure you gotta do the dishes, take out the trash, clean the crib, and something you gotta do. Whatever personal thing you have going on, I implore you that you go do it in a little bit. You'll feel so much better about your life scrolling away. You know, the feeling to really lock in and get things done quickly so that, you know, people aren't late for their appointments. Sorry, I'm preparing just in case the Dunkin' girl sees it. Now, for some reason, this word has been scaring people on the internet, so I'm gonna say this nice and slow for y'all. If you find yourself with too much time on your hands, maybe it is time to find a place of employment. Now look, if you're gonna sell your soul away, at least be making some bread on the side with it, cause the worst part about life is giving away your heart, your soul, doing menial tasks all day and still being broke. And I get it, some people really hate working a dead-end job for minimum wage in this like terrible economy we have. But it's summer, you got time, and fun fact, according to my math, minimum wage is infinitely better than $0 an hour, give or take the few dollars you might find on the street. So get a nice job and pray to the Lord Jesus that you don't run into anybody that you know. Hey Pix, is that you getting down in the summer? Yeah, fam, you know me, you know, I'm trying to get a little bread on the side, it's summertime, whatnot, got a little free time. What you up to? Well, you know me, I be chilling in summer and everything, I be on the game doing stuff. No, that's cool, I guess people always got different amounts of hustle, you know? Enjoy your summer. Whoa, you doing a little too much talking and not enough getting my McChicken, little one, if you know what I mean. Get your chicken, huh? Where am I? Get your McChicken, huh? Hey, you think stuff funny over here on this side, huh? Well, fun fact, you got enough points to redeem something for yourself. Wanna take a guess what it is? A 50% off coupon? Wrong. So the point of it, wow, my hair, that hat really messed up my hair. So the point of this video is that you would put your phone down and do something else. And ideally pick it up and finish the video when you're done. So hopefully you're coming back here a well-endowed, completely motivated, changed person. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe, comment, all of that, and help me achieve my YouTube aspirations. And have a good day. Well, but just in case that girl from Dunkin' is watching this, the next time I order an egg and cheese croissant, I really want that in 45 seconds or less. Come on, let's try to be the best version of ourselves, you feel me?